The Senator-elect Tommy Tuberville is not ruling out objecting to the election results when Congress tallies the votes on January 6th. Watch this.
Listen to me now. We have no choice but to win this election. They're going to try to steal it. They're going to try to buy it. They're going to do everything they can, lie, cheat, steal to win this election, like they did in the presidential election.
Are you going to fight to make this election right?
We're going to fight hard.
What can y'all do on January 6th? Madison said y'all had tricks up your sleeve.
We're going to run to it at the airport. We got to get
Just wait for it. Well, you see what's coming. You've been reading about it in the House. The Democrats are not going to. We're going to do it in the Senate.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
We begin with quite a scene involving Rudy Giuliani. Remember, as Donald Trump's legal project dies out and also complicates the Republicans' chances in Georgia, it's Trump and Giuliani who are keeping the former New York mayor in the news.
Giuliani, did you ask the president for a pardon?
Oh, are you really going to ask me that? Of course I did. That's so ridiculous.
Have you committed any crimes that you need to be pardoned for?
That's a very insulting question. I did not ask the president for a pardon, and I have not committed any crimes.
Mr. Giuliani's denial does not rule out whether he discussed this with President Trump amidst reporting that the president is mulling pardons for up to 20 allies, with Republicans worrying about the prospect of an unprecedented string of pardons that they concede could be seen as an abuse of power.
These people are nuts. It's not just Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer is controlled by people like AOC, who believes that the biggest hardship in life was figuring out whether it was still or sparkling. And you don't know hardship until you've cried in the back. That's Congress these days. We cannot give these people control.
We have political broadsides from within that this president underscores. Even the vaccine he celebrated. Distribution is faltering, and he is nowhere. Cronies are doing more planning on how to make things worse than to help deliver the drug that can make things better. Proof.
Listen to me now. We have no choice but to win this election.
You know, this isn't some halftime talk. You know, we're going to have to tackle. We're going to have to deal with the fact that this matters.
Unfortunately, I'll tell you, we're not done fighting for Donald Trump yet. No.
I was wondering if you would share what you guys are going to do to fight for our country, like on January 6th.
Yes, so...
you got cards on the table, yeah?
Yeah, so we can contest the election at the Electoral College.
You're going to be able to do that?
Yes, we will. We will indeed.
You're going to win this for President Trump?
Hopefully. I'm not 100% sure, but I hope so. It's a Hail Mary.
More now on just what the president is doing these days instead of his job. For one thing, he's endorsing one incoming senator's desire to derail President-elect Biden's Electoral College victory when the House and Senate meet early next month. In a recent video of him campaigning for runoff candidates in Georgia, Alabama Senator-elect Tommy Tuberville had this to say.
You see what's coming. You've been reading about it in the House. The Democrats are not going to. We're going to do it in the Senate.
I begin, won't get too far if truth ain't your friend. The truth is your friend. The truth is your friend. The world we live in, where do I begin? Won't get too far.
President Trump calls Georgia Senator David Perdue a, quote, great guy and a patriot. Now, the president made those remarks in a retweet today, sharing a post from activist Lauren Windsor. In her post, Windsor said Perdue told her he will keep fighting for the president and challenge the Electoral College on January 6th. Reports say President Trump has promised protests in Washington, D.C. on that day when Congress is slated to meet to accept the presidential election results.
Why didn't you warn Georgians about the risks of coronavirus when you got the briefing? Why did you sell your stock?
Can I have you just step back?
Why did you sell your stock?
Thank you for coming. Can you please step back? You're pushing on the line right now.
Hey, Senator.
Thanks for coming
out.
Nice
to meet you, yeah. Why aren't you fighting Mitch McConnell over the $2,000 checks?
I have been doing that.
You have?
Yeah, I'm on the legislation with him.
Okay. So you want it?
I do. The thing is...
People need it, not necessarily myself, but yeah.
What Nancy did, she raised it to, if you earn $300,000, you can get it, and we need to help the people who need it most.
Okay.
So we're working on it. I'm on the bill.
Susan, one thing that the president has been busy doing is tweeting support for Senate Republicans, many of them, unfortunately, willing to defy the will of the voters, including Senator-elect Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, who had this to say.
Are you going to fight to make this election right?
We're going to fight hard.
So this is how he plans to enter the Senate, defying Mitch McConnell. This is a doomed plot that's going to fail.
Here in Georgia, where all of us are still very upset about the president's election, and while many people are working hard to make that right, and we definitely feel like we elected President Trump here in Georgia. We know we did not elect Joe Biden to be our president. So we're hoping to see that process work out.
President Trump calls Georgia Senator David Perdue a great guy and a patriot. The president made those remarks in a retweet today, sharing a post from activist Lauren Windsor. In her post, Windsor said Perdue told her he will keep fighting for President Trump and challenge the Electoral College on January 6. Reports say President Trump has promised protest in Washington, D.C. on that day when Congress is slated to meet to accept the presidential election results. Meantime, Perdue, who's in a runoff election, is reportedly leading against his Democrat challenger, Jon Ossoff, by at least 5 points among suburban voters.
If you win the Senate seat, will you lead the charge and sponsor the bill that would require every senator, ambassadors, and federal officials to put their stock holdings in blind trust?
Yes. Thank you.